Riley, answer the phone. Hey, are you ignoring your mother?
Mom, what's wrong?
What do you mean, what's wrong? How many times have I called you and you ignore me?
I'm sorry, Mom. I was on the train and didn't see your call.
Huh? You're just a kid. You've been out this late?
No, I was working late.
Don't make excuses. Today is the 20th, so it's payday. I haven't received this month's money yet.
What? I told you before.
Huh?
The payday will be changed to the 15th of every month from now on.
Oh, I see.
So I can't transfer the money right away. Can you wait until the 15th of next month?
What are you talking about? That's still almost a month away. There's no way I can wait that long. I mean, your account balance isn't zero, right?
It's not zero, but...
Then you don't have to wait for your payday to transfer $2,000 from your account. You really are a stupid girl, aren't you?
I'm sorry. If I transfer the money now, it'll be hard to make it to next payday.
I don't give a shit about your life. I'm trying to support your sister, Mona, over here. You don't care if Mona can't eat?
That's...
Jesus Christ. Your father died in an accident after remarrying me. I had to raise his children, you girls, by myself. Twins, of all things. I've taken such good care of you. You should return the favor a little.
I am grateful to you for raising us, even though we aren't related by blood. But don't use Mona as a leverage.
Huh? I'm letting Mona go to high school because you asked me to. If you talk to me like that, I'll have Mona quit.
Please don't do that. I'll wire you the $2,000 right now.
Oh, you can afford it, can't you? Oh, that's right. I have a relative's wedding next month, so things will be tight. So transfer me the usual $2,000 plus $1,000, so $3,000.
I can't afford $3,000. I can't even pay my rent.
Yeah, so I don't care about that. If you get kicked out of your apartment, go live on the street. If you can't even send me a measly $3,000, then there's no point of making you work right out of junior high school.
What? You don't plan to work then? I live alone and have my own life. It's impossible for me to take care of all your living expenses too.
Look, I'm a housewife and I have to take care of the house. I don't have time to go to work. Besides, it was your decision to start living alone. Why don't you just commute from here? You went out of your way to get a job at a company so far away from home.
Well, Mona is there, so I wanted to commute from home too. But there wasn't a company nearby that would hire a junior high school graduate.
You're always making excuses like that, aren't you? If you insist on not transferring the money, you know what will happen to Mona, don't you?
Please, don't do anything to Mona.
Then transfer the money first thing tomorrow morning, okay?
Understood. Sis, it's Mona. Is this a good time? Mona, it's fine. Is it okay for you to text? Won't Mom get mad if she finds out? She's going to be out late tonight, so I'm sure it will be okay. I'll erase the whole history later. I see. Is something wrong, sis? What? Mom was yelling at someone on the phone earlier. I thought maybe it was you on the other end. Mona, you were worried about me, but I'm fine, thanks. It was the usual reminder to send money. I know. I'm sorry I put you through so much. Mom said she couldn't afford to send both twins to high school. She said one of us would have to work after middle school to pay the bills. That's why you agreed to let me go to high school. You don't have to worry about that at all. I've never been good at studying since I was in elementary school. I wanted to go out into the world without going to high school if I could, so you can enjoy your high school life to the fullest. Sis? But you're already a senior in high school, huh? Graduation will be here before you know it. Yeah, about that. What is it? I might be forced to quit high school. What? Why? There's no more money to pay my tuition. Mom told me to drop out of high school and work. No way. She says she doesn't have any money, but I send her $2,000 every month. I'm sure there's still plenty left over from Dad's estate, right? She hasn't told me anything about that. I don't know how much money she actually has saved at home. I think she used up all the money Dad left us. What? Mom can't seem to stop buying brand name clothes. I thought she was a sweet person when she first married Dad. But after he passed away, I guess her true colors started to show. Speaking of which, she asked me to deposit $3,000 this month. $3,000? A relative's wedding is coming up and things are tight. So she wants me to add $1,000. She never told me she was going to a wedding. Besides, she doesn't socialize with relatives very much. So she was lying to get money out of me. What a greedy person. She wants me to quit high school. I think she's already found a job for me. What? A job? Where? Well, it seems a friend of hers is opening a gentleman's club. She's already made arrangements for me to work there. Wait a minute. A gentleman's club is a nightclub. That's terrible. I didn't want to work in a nightclub either, so I asked her, if you don't have money, I'll get a part-time job. I just wanted to finish high school, but she seems intent on having me work in a nightclub no matter what. She wouldn't listen to me at all. She probably wanted me to work at night because it pays more than working during the day. I guess she wants me to make a quick buck and bring some money into the house. I can't believe it. She promised me that if I got a job, that she would let you finish high school. If I'd known you were going to go through this, I would never have left home. I'm sorry, Mona, that I couldn't protect you as your sister. What can you do? Your workplace was far from our house. You had no choice but to live alone. And when we say older and younger sister, you know, we're twins, and the same age. You don't have to feel like you should protect your little sister. Don't beat yourself up like that. Mona, thank you. You've gotten stronger. Huh? Because when you were little, you always stuck to my side. You never left me saying, big sister, big sister. The bullies used to make you cry all the time, and I was so worried about you. I thought I had to protect you. Come on, that was a long time ago. I'm not the same person I was back then. So sis, I'm thinking of leaving this house too. What? I don't care if I have to drop out of high school to work, but I'll find a job on my own. Mona, I'm not going to be at her mercy. I want to decide my own life by myself. Don't you think so? If that woman hadn't spent father's inheritance, you might have been able to go to high school. Why should you and I have to endure so much? Our mother spent all the money our father left us. Now, she's squeezing your salary to the limit, right? But if I don't give her the money, Mona... Okay, so now I'm going to tell you. Mom, lately, she's been hitting me regardless of all that. What? Whenever she's in a bad mood, she starts hitting me. No way! It's not the first time we have been made to do chores. If she doesn't like the way I do things, she yells at me. Or she makes me redo it. Honestly, I can't live with her anymore. I didn't know. I didn't know that you were being treated so badly. So, I've been thinking about when I'm going to move out. But she's always watching my every move. So I haven't had a chance to escape. But she's going on a trip with her friends in the middle of next month. I'm planning to leave then. It looks like the nightclub won't be open yet, so that's my only chance. I guess that's true. You're probably right. Mona, if there's anything I can do, let me know. I have the contact information of some of Dad's relatives. I'll talk to them about you. Okay, thanks. I'll text you again when Mom is out. Okay, let's clear the history of this conversation right away. We're not supposed to know each other's contact information. I'll see you later. I know it's going to be a while before I see you again, but take care of yourself. I'll be fine. Take care of yourself too, sis.
Hey, come on. I haven't received this month's money. Riley? Answer me.
Good evening, Yasmin.
What? Yasmin? I'm your mother, right? Your mother. Who do you think you're talking to?
I don't think of you as my mother.
Huh? You're being unusually defiant, aren't you? Today is the 15th, so it's payday, right? Now go to the bank and send the money. If you're even a day late, I'll have your entire paycheck transferred to me. Otherwise, Mona will pay for it.
I'm not going to give you a single penny more.
Huh? How can you talk back to your mother?
I told you earlier, didn't I? I don't consider you my mother.
Well, that's okay. If you're going to be that cocky with me, you don't care what happens to Mona, do you?
You can't touch her. Not only can you not touch her, you'll never see her again.
Huh? Hey, Riley. Mona is nowhere to be found.
I told you, didn't I? I told you you'd never see each other again.
So you're the one who did this. Where is Mona? Almost everything in her room is gone.
Mona's belongings were removed by my father's relatives.
What? When did this happen?
She moved out while you were on vacation.
Moved? Then where is she?
I took Mona back to my place. She's not going back there.
Don't be silly. Mona's going to work for a friend of mine next month.
Your friend's place is a nightclub, right? Mona is still in high school.
I'll make her quit high school. Let Mona make some money. I need a break. My acquaintance is happy to have a young and beautiful girl like Mona in the place. Give Mona back to me.
No. I'll send Mona to high school as before, so turn your friend down.
I can't do that. I promised them that I would get Mona to work there.
You were the one who broke the promise first, weren't you?
Huh?
You said you let Mona go to high school if I graduated from junior high school and got a job. It's too much to ask her to quit in her senior year of high school.
It can't be helped. We don't have any money at home. We can't make ends meet with your money. I have no choice but to ask Mona to work too.
It's your fault we're strapped for cash. You're a spendthrift, but you don't even work. You just sit around at home.
Shut up! I did my best to raise you twins. I have the right to have it easy now.
And you threatened to hurt Mona if I didn't send money. I heard that you had been messing around with Mona regardless of the money I sent you. I was forcing myself to cut back on my living expenses to send you $2,000 to $3,000 so that you wouldn't hurt Mona. How dare you trick me?
Well, of course, there are times when I have to raise my hands on her in order to discipline her. I didn't mean to hurt her.
Oh, so you think it's discipline to hit her on a whim? You didn't even do any of the housework. You only pushed Mona to do it. And you yelled at her when you didn't like the way she did things. That's not discipline. That's just abuse.
I was just strictly instructing Mona so that she wouldn't be embarrassed when she got married in the future.
Anyway, Mona will never quit high school. I would even like Mona to go to college if she can. She's so talented. But that's for Mona to decide.
You've got to be kidding. You're ruining my plans. I'm going to get Mona back. I'll make sure I get Mona home, and I'll make sure I remind her that she disrespected me.
I told you it's impossible. Mona, the one you were holding hostage, is already here. She's not going to go back there on her own. You don't know where Mona is. You probably won't see her again for the rest of your life.
Huh? Are you planning to cut ties with me?
Of course we are. Mona and I will never have anything to do with you again.
Are you abandoning your mother?
Mother? The only mother I have is my own mother, who went through the pain of giving birth to us.
But I raised you guys, didn't I? I'm more of a foster parent than a birth parent.
I'm grateful to you for taking care of me for a few years after my father died. But you have used us sisters like slaves, haven't you? How can you act like a mother after treating us so badly?
If that's the case, I'll go to your company. I'll go to your company and say, she's an ogre who wants to abandon her mother.
What? Do you know where I work?
Of course I do. It's Swiftscape Innovations in the next city over.
I already changed jobs.
Huh?
When I was working for Swiftscape, one of their clients asked me if I wanted to work for them. Swiftscape hired me as a junior high school graduate and took care of me a lot, so it was hard to decide. Their client's company had a good benefits package and paid well. My boss at the time seemed willing to let me go, so I decided to take the plunge and change jobs.
A job change? Why didn't you tell me, your mother, about such an important thing? Why didn't you tell me first?
Even if I told you, you wouldn't have been interested, right? You've always been indifferent to us sisters. You've never come to a single class meeting. And when I got a rare high score on a test, you didn't care, did you? That's why I only told Mona about my new job.
Well then, if I can't get to you through your company...
Yes. It's no use trying to get into our house. I moved to a different place because of my new job.
No way.
Also, I've already processed all the paperwork through the local municipal offices, so you won't be able to find us. You can't get close to me or Mona. Of course, I'll stop sending you money as of last month.
Wait a minute. I can't survive without your money. You can take Mona away, but just keep sending money.
What are you talking about? There's no need to send money when she's no longer in your house.
I'm your mother, right?
Can you still say that?
Hey, I apologize for what I've done. I'm also sorry for hurting Mona. So don't tell me you are going to stop sending money. You know what? I don't care if it's half of what you've been sending. Just send me half the money.
I refuse.
Huh?
On the contrary, I want you to give me back what I've been sending you. I don't want anything to do with you anymore, so I'll let you have what I've sent you so far. Well then, Yasmin, thank you for everything you've done for me. Goodbye.
Wait a minute. Riley?
Thus abandoned by her daughters, our stepmother, Yasmin, reluctantly started working part-time to make ends meet. However, since she has not worked at all for the past few years, relying on my salary, she is not very good at what she does and is constantly being yelled at by her boss. According to rumors I heard from a local junior colleague, my stepmother, perhaps due to fatigue and stress, has started to look about 20 years older than she really is. My sister was taken in by my aunt and uncle on my father's side, who cooperated fully with our escape plan. She also went to high school from our aunt and uncle's house and recently graduated without incident. After that, she received a scholarship to go to college, and now my sister is living on her own. I cannot thank my aunt and uncle enough. As for me, I have more money to spare now that I no longer send money to my stepmother. I recently moved into a slightly larger apartment. Although I live far away from my sister, I would like to continue to live life supporting each other.